Have you ever opened your kitchen cupboard, looked at those little jars and tins lined up on the shelf, and thought of them as just flavor? A little something to add to a recipe, a bit of warmth to a dish. What if I told you that you're looking at one of the most powerful, most underrated medicine cabinets for healthy aging? That within those ordinary jars lies some extraordinary science-backed potential to help your body fight one of the biggest drivers of aging itself. I'm talking about chronic, low-grade inflammation. Now, inflammation isn't always bad. Acute inflammation is your body's heroic first responder. It's the swelling and redness around a cut, the fever that fights an infection. That's good. But as we get older, sometimes our body's inflammatory response doesn't quite turn all the way off. It simmers in the background, quietly. This chronic, silent inflammation is like a slow-burning fire inside your cells. It's linked to almost every age-related concern we think about: stiff, achy joints, heart health, cloudy thinking, and just that general feeling of wear and tear. The fantastic news is that our daily choices can help dampen that fire. And one of the simplest, most delicious, and immediate choices we can make is already in our kitchens. We can use the food we eat, and specifically the spices we flavor it with, as a daily source of natural, anti-inflammatory compounds. This isn't about a drastic overhaul, it's about a delicious tweak. So today, let's explore 4 incredible spices that are true longevity allies. We'll talk about what makes each one special, the simple science in plain English, and most importantly, easy, tasty ways to get more of them into your meals starting today. This is about turning your next meal into a nourishing, protective, and joyful experience. Let's start with arguably the superstar of the anti-inflammatory spice world, and one you've likely heard of: turmeric. That vibrant, sunshine yellow powder has been used for thousands of years, and modern science has caught up to the wisdom of ancient traditions. The active compound in turmeric is called curcumin. Think of curcumin as a masterful cellular communicator. It works by gently telling some of the body's key inflammatory pathways to quiet down. It's like a skilled mediator stepping into a noisy room and helping everyone find a more peaceful volume. For us, this can translate into real-world benefits for joint comfort and mobility. If you feel a bit more creaky in the mornings, or your knees protest on the stairs, incorporating turmeric regularly can be a gentle, supportive habit. But its benefits don't stop at your joints. This cellular calming effect is also great for your brain and your heart, protecting those delicate tissues from the wear and tear of inflammation. Now, here's the only little catch with turmeric: our bodies aren't great at absorbing it on its own. But we have a brilliant, classic kitchen hack for that. You always want to pair turmeric with 2 friends, fat and black pepper. The fat, like olive oil, coconut milk, or even the fat from chicken, helps carry the curcumin into your bloodstream. And black pepper contains a compound called piperine, which can boost absorption by a staggering amount, like 2,000%. So, you never want to just stir plain turmeric powder into hot water. So, how can you use it? It's wonderfully versatile. You can add a teaspoon to your scrambled eggs or tofu scramble in the morning. Just cook it in a little butter or oil, and don't forget a crack of black pepper. It's fantastic in soups, stews, and lentil dishes, where it can simmer and meld with other flavors. You can make a golden milk latte by warming milk, dairy or plant-based, with a teaspoon of turmeric, a pinch of black pepper, a dash of cinnamon, and a little honey. Start with about 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon per day and see how you feel. You're painting your meals with a brush of golden health. Now, let's move from the warm, earthy tones of turmeric to a spice that's the very essence of warmth and comfort: cinnamon. That sweet, fragrant smell that fills your kitchen when you bake, that's not just a treat for your nose. Cinnamon, particularly the Ceylon variety, often called true cinnamon, is a powerhouse for managing something critical for longevity: blood sugar balance. When we eat, especially meals rich in carbohydrates, our blood sugar naturally rises. As we age, managing those spikes and ensuring our cells are sensitive to insulin, the hormone that ushers sugar out of our blood, becomes more important for our energy, our weight, and our overall metabolic health. Cinnamon works in a fascinating way. It contains compounds that can mimic insulin and help slow down the emptying of your stomach after a meal. This leads to a more gradual, gentle rise in blood sugar instead of a sharp spike and subsequent crash. More stable blood sugar means more stable energy throughout the day, fewer cravings, and less of that inflammatory stress on your system. It's a simple tool for metabolic harmony. Using cinnamon is an absolute joy because it pairs with both sweet and savory. The easiest habit to start is to sprinkle it on your morning oatmeal, yogurt, or cottage cheese. Stir it into your coffee grounds before brewing for a spiced latte without the sugar-laden syrup. It's not just for sweets, though. A pinch can add a wonderful, complex depth to chili, roasted vegetables like sweet potatoes and carrots, or even a savory chicken rub. It's a spice that invites you to be playful. Just by adding a half teaspoon to your breakfast, you're taking a proactive step toward steadier energy and cellular protection. We've begun with two powerful allies, the golden, calming influence of turmeric and the sweet, balancing warmth of cinnamon. Both can quietly transform your daily meals into acts of nourishment. But our culinary pharmacy has even more to offer. The next two spices we'll explore bring their own unique and vibrant strengths to the table, supporting everything from your digestion to your body's own internal repair systems. And that's where our journey continues. Now, let's turn our attention to a spice that brings a bright, lively, and almost electric quality to both food and health. I'm talking about ginger. That knobby, fibrous root you might grate into stir-fries or simmer for tea is so much more than just a zesty flavor. Ginger has been a cornerstone of traditional medicine for centuries, prized primarily for its remarkable ability to soothe the digestive system. But its benefits extend far beyond calming an upset stomach. Ginger contains potent compounds called gingerols, which are responsible for its signature pungent kick and its powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects. Think of ginger as your internal warming mechanism. It has a wonderful way of stimulating circulation, of getting things moving gently. For those mornings where you feel a bit stiff or creaky, a cup of ginger tea can provide a comforting sense of ease, not by masking discomfort, but by helping to calm the inflammatory pathways that contribute to it. It's like a gentle, internal massage for your tissues. Furthermore, ginger is a fantastic ally for your immune system. That feeling of warmth it creates isn't just an illusion, it's a sign of its stimulating properties, which can help support your body's natural defenses. In a world where we want to stay resilient, ginger is a delicious line of defense. The beauty of ginger is its versatility across forms. You can use it fresh, dried, powdered, or even pickled. To harness its benefits, consider making a simple ginger tea your daily ritual. Just slice a few thin pieces of fresh ginger root, no need to peel it, and steep it in hot water for 5 to 10 minutes. Add a squeeze of lemon and a drizzle of honey if you like. It's a wonderfully soothing way to start your day or unwind in the afternoon. But don't stop there. Fresh ginger is incredible grated into salad dressings, marinades for fish or chicken, or stirred into a pot of soup just before serving. The powdered form is perfect for adding to smoothies, baked goods, or even a pinch in your morning oatmeal alongside that cinnamon we talked about. Ginger's lively flavor wakes up a dish and, in a way, wakes up your body's own healing systems. It's a spice that actively engages with you. Finally, let's explore a spice that is often associated with the cozy, nostalgic smells of the holidays, but deserves a year-round place in your longevity pantry: cloves. These dark, aromatic flower buds pack an unbelievable concentration of antioxidants. In fact, ounce for ounce, cloves have one of the highest measured antioxidant capacities of any food on the planet. Antioxidants are our cellular bodyguards. As our bodies convert food to energy and navigate the world, they naturally produce unstable molecules called free radicals. A buildup of these molecules causes oxidative stress, which is another key driver of cellular aging and damage, closely linked with inflammation. Antioxidants, like the powerful compounds in cloves, generously donate an electron to stabilize these free radicals, effectively disarming them and protecting your cells from their damaging effects. Beyond this general protective role, cloves have been traditionally used for oral health. The compound eugenol, which gives cloves their distinct scent, has natural antiseptic and analgesic properties. This is why clove oil has historically been used for toothaches. While not a substitute for dental care, incorporating whole cloves into your cooking is a gentle way to support a healthy oral environment. They also have a warming, slightly numbing quality that can be very soothing. Using cloves is easy, but a little goes a very long way due to their intense flavor. You don't need to chew on them whole. A single clove can infuse an entire pot of soup, stew, or broth with a deep, warming complexity. Stud an onion with a few cloves and simmer it in a pot of beans or lentils. You will remove the onion before serving, but the flavor and benefits will have permeated the dish. Ground cloves are a classic in baked goods like pumpkin pie or gingerbread, but don't be afraid to add a tiny pinch to a pot of rice, a curry, or a slow-cooked pot roast. They bring a rich, deep warmth that feels both nourishing and protective. So, there we have them, the vibrant, zesty support of ginger and the deeply protective, antioxidant-rich power of cloves. We've now met 4 incredible allies already sitting in your cupboard: the calming golden turmeric, the balancing sweetness of cinnamon, the lively warmth of ginger, and the protective depth of cloves. Each one, on its own, is a simple, delicious step toward supporting your body. But the real magic, the true secret to a longevity kitchen, lies not in using them in isolation, but in bringing them together. How can we combine these powerful flavors into daily rituals and meals that are not only medicine for the body but also a joy for the soul? That final piece, the art of weaving them into the fabric of your daily life, is what turns knowledge into lasting habit. So, we've met these 4 incredible spices. We've talked about their unique superpowers, how turmeric calms, cinnamon balances, ginger enlivens, and cloves protects. But I can almost hear a thoughtful question forming. This all sounds wonderful, you might be thinking, but how do I actually make this a part of my life without it feeling like another chore or a complicated recipe? That's the most important piece of all. This isn't about becoming a gourmet chef or forcing down flavors you don't enjoy. It's about small, joyful upgrades. It's about the alchemy that happens when you shift your perspective and see that spice rack not as a decoration, but as a palette of possibilities for your well-being. Let's talk about how to weave these threads into the beautiful, existing tapestry of your daily meals. The simplest place to start is with synergy. These spices were made to work together. Their flavors complement each other beautifully, and their health benefits compound. One of the easiest ways to harness this is to create a simple, all-purpose longevity spice blend. You can mix this up in a small jar and keep it by your stove. Here's a gentle ratio to try: 3 parts turmeric, 2 parts cinnamon, 1 part ginger, and 1 part cloves. So, you could use 3 tablespoons of turmeric, 2 of cinnamon, and 1 each of ginger and cloves. Give it a good shake. Now, you have a powerful blend ready in an instant. What can you do with it? Sprinkle it on roasted vegetables, cauliflower, sweet potatoes, carrots, tossed with a little olive oil. It transforms them. Stir a teaspoon into a pot of lentils or bean soup as it simmers. Add a half teaspoon to your morning smoothie, or even to a cup of warm milk or milk alternative for a comforting, spiced drink. This blend does the thinking for you, combining all that power into one shake. It's your homemade health insurance, right there in a jar. Now, let's think about anchors, specific moments in your day where a spice habit can naturally take root. For many of us, the morning ritual is the most consistent. This is where cinnamon can become your best friend. As you prepare your breakfast, whether it's oatmeal, yogurt, or a slice of whole grain toast with nut butter, make it a habit to reach for the cinnamon. That simple, automatic shake is a daily commitment to stable energy. For the evenings, perhaps ginger tea becomes your signal to unwind. Keeping a piece of ginger root in the fridge or a box of ginger tea bags in the cupboard creates an easy, accessible ritual. As you sip, you're not just drinking tea, you're aiding your digestion, supporting your immune system, and giving your body a soothing gift before rest. The real joy, though, comes from playing and personalizing. Taste is deeply personal. Maybe you adore the warmth of cloves in a savory stew but aren't as keen on ginger in your tea. That's perfectly fine. Listen to your body and your palate. The goal is to increase the frequency and variety of these anti-inflammatory compounds, not to follow a rigid rule. Did you make a pot of chicken soup? Before you serve it, stir in a half teaspoon of turmeric and a pinch of black pepper. Making a simple apple snack? Sprinkle it with cinnamon. Cooking rice? Toss in a single clove to infuse it with fragrance and antioxidants, and remember to take it out before serving. Each tiny addition is a victory. I want to leave you with this final, crucial thought. The ultimate longevity secret in your cupboard isn't actually the spices themselves. It's you. It's your intention to care for yourself. It's the mindful act of choosing to add something beneficial to your food. It's the love and attention you pour into preparing a meal, whether it's just for you or for loved ones. These spices are simply wonderful, flavorful tools, but you are the artist. When you sprinkle that cinnamon or stir in that turmeric, you are making an active, powerful statement. My health matters. My vitality matters. I am investing in my own well-being with this small, joyful act. That mindset, that sense of agency and self-care, is more potent than any single compound. So, I invite you to open your cupboard this week with new eyes. See the potential. Start with one small change, maybe the cinnamon on your breakfast or a single cup of ginger tea. Notice how it makes you feel. Share your experiments in the comments below. What's your favorite way to use these spices? Your idea might be the inspiration someone else needs. If this conversation felt helpful, if it opened a new door to thinking about food as nourishing medicine, please give this video a like. It helps this channel reach more wonderful people like you. And consider subscribing for more simple, practical tips to live your healthiest, most vibrant life at any age. Remember, the journey to a longer, healthier life isn't about drastic overhauls. It's built on small, daily, delicious decisions. You have more power and more tools at your fingertips than you know. Here's to your health, your joy, and to many flavorful, vibrant years ahead. Thank you for watching.